Well, welcome back, Dice fans, to Roll the Dice, the show where football chaos meets cold analysis, hot takes, and whatever else we feel like throwing on the table. 2 games in for every nation at the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and the picture is finally starting to sharpen. Some giants look a bit shaky, some minnows are swinging, and a few groups already smell like dead rubbers. Tonight, Troy and I are joined once again by Daniel Lownds, the man who watches more football than FIFA's disciplinary committee, to break down who's cruising, who's cooked, and who's clinging on by goal difference. Well, it ain't going to be goal difference. It's going to be head-to-head. We'll talk Australia's chances against Paraguay, the breakout stars, the wildest fan bases, and which teams are already packing their bags. Guys, let's roll into it. How are you, Troy? Welcome aboard.
Thanks, mate. And we've had a bit of a break last week, but we're back. Watching a lot of football, and there are a few sports going on at the moment, but everyone's focused on the World Cup.
Daniel, welcome back, mate. You must have impressed the fans because they were requesting that you be back on board, and we had no choice but to put you on.
Would this make me the first guest to have a second appearance?
Yeah,
the first guest to have a second appearance.
Yeah, absolutely.
That one, yeah.
Mate, extremely privileged. Hopefully, I've watched enough football to support the intro.
Well, you're definitely our football analyst, mate. So you're the Robbie Slater of Roll the Dice.
Yeah, the problem was the US Open kind of rolled through in between, so I had to watch a bit of golf too.
Who won?
Wyndham Clark.
Well, there you go. Did any Aussies get near it?
Mate, there was no Aussies that made the cut.
Well, not many got near it then.
No.
All right. Well, let's move away from sad news in the US Open and talk about this wonderful tournament that seems to be, for some reason, surviving due to crowds, stadiums, and basically, world fans of the greatest tournament that it could ever live, but just happens to be in a crazy, crazy place. So I've just scratched my nose, looking really good. Let's have a crack. I need to thank our sponsors. We've got Track Intel, looking for a moniker, but
it's coming.
But all I can say about Track Intel is the more you lose, the more you're out of control, or whatever it is.
I'd prefer something like we back winners, mate. Like something simple. Like we back winners, mate.
Yeah,
I was just trying to gamble responsibly.
Yeah.
Anyway, gamble responsibly. Who had the $7 draw today for Ghana and England? Yes. Anyway, no, you win some and you can lose some more. So that's probably it anyway. Yeah, Track Intel for all your data for horsies and every weekend, just get on Instagram. You'll find it on Instagram and Facebook. We've got Feel Good Collective, Sydney's hottest, newest, safest gym in Roseville. We've got Glen Wern Waste Equipment and Tony Perino Engineering, and we'll probably touch more on our sponsors throughout the show. But I think we need to get right into this because there's some really pertinent things going on in the world of sport, especially what we're talking about is the FIFA World Cup. So this is the FIFA World Cup edition, part 2, Let the Rubbers Be Dead. So,
yeah. So what is the plan tonight, boys? Have we got a dice ready to go? Have we got our first question?
Yeah, settle down.
That sounds too organised, Daniel.
Yeah. Like, have you done your research? I hope not. Anyway, we've got...
I've just got off the script that you gave me, aren't I?
What script's that? Yeah, exactly. No, I've actually already rolled the dice, and the first number's 1. Can you believe that? So Surprise. This is a perfect start. All right. Of all the sport you've been watching within the World Cup, after 2 games each, which groups already feel decided and which ones are absolute carnage. And now everyone can scramble to their online tables.
Group C looks a little bit interesting. Brazil, they didn't have a great start against Morocco, but Morocco is not a bad team. And then you've got Scotland in there with a win as well. So that's still a little bit there. Brazil on 4, Morocco on 4. So that's an interesting group.
Should we go group by group on this one? For just, I mean, the question pretty much invites us to do so. What do you think?
Group I is already sorted, isn't it? Yeah, you've got France and Norway, 2 wins each, and Senegal, Iraq with 2 losses. So that's that one's settled.
So the question there is whether Senegal can jag a win, or Iraq can jag. Well, I don't think Iraq will jag a win. So the question is whether Senegal.
Senegal or Iraq play each other, don't they?
They do
in the last
So
in
they
the last
will
game.
jag a win.
So potentially one of those teams gets a victory, and hopefully it's Iraq and Graham Arnold gets them through. But it's looking tough for both of those teams.
Well, let's go for Group A. We got Mexico, Korea Republic, Czech and South Africa. The Czech may survive. Who are they playing next?
I'm not sure who's playing who next, but I certainly think South Korea will go through as either the first place side or second place side. I can't see them getting beaten.
No. Mexico's looking all right too. Obviously, host nation helps.
Yeah.
Not much travel, but I think Mexico, South Korea are going to go through there.
Okay, so we're saying. Let's have a quick look here. You got Korea and Mexico. Korea playing South Africa and Mexico playing the Czechs.
Mm. Yeah, okay.
So both of those will go through and just decide who's going to get head-to-head.
Well, I just don't think with
Korea today,
1 point, I don't think either side will go through.
Yeah, Mexico is head-to-head. So it's whether the Czechs can survive on that. So Group B, Canada, Switzerland, Bosnia, Qatar. Bosnia and Qatar haven't showed much, so both the third team there could be a concern, do we think?
No, I don't think so. I think Bosnia will potentially get through. They play Qatar and Canada, Switzerland, which will be an interesting game. Canada scored a lot of goals against Qatar, but there was a red card in that game. And I think Bosnia, if they play like they did to get to the World Cup when they beat Italy, they should beat Qatar and potentially move through.
They're -3 though at the moment. That's all.
Yeah.
Well, can Qatar get through if they beat Bosnia and move to 4 points? Would that put them in a position to
potentially
qualify?
Yeah, potentially.
Head to head in their group, yes, but -6 is a lot.
Yeah, that's
-6 is a lot to get to gain.
But 4 points could be quite significant. I think 3 points can go through.
Good
the
point.
Third place.
Yeah. There you go. There's someone who's been researching or watching this game, Troy.
Last episode, Daniel. This is it, mate. Enjoy it.
Yeah, shut up. We already done Group C. We think Scotland have a chance of hanging on?
No. They got to play Brazil. Although Brazil were pretty not great against Morocco. Like I said, Morocco is not a bad team. I think Brazil will get the job done, and Scotland may go out the back door.
Yeah, well, I agree there. Unfortunately, though, I've got a few Scots mates that I'd love for them to hang around a bit longer because they are providing some fantastic entertainment.
Yeah, well, they'll still hang around, wouldn't they?
Well,
they're carrying on.
Let's hope so.
Trying to put. All right, here's our group. Group D: USA, Australia, Paraguay, Turkey. I think the three of them will go through.
Yeah, agree. Turkey got nothing to play for now; they're out.
Yeah.
I just think that won't. Yeah, they're not going to show anything. America will beat them. The Americans have been quite good. They won't win it as much as they think they will, but yeah, I think that group, Australia and Paraguay, we only need a draw really, but I think we can beat them.
I've got a feeling that Turkey's going to get something out of the game with the US. Look, I don't think the US are going to play their strongest side. They've already qualified. No one's going to catch them. And Turkey have probably had a really poor World Cup, and they're not going to want to go out with absolutely nothing. So I think there could be a surprise there.
Turkey's a bit like my punting on a Saturday, mate. Out, my quaddie gone already. My free bet, my free sports bet gone. Turkey, bye bye.
I think we'll touch on Australia's chances later, but they could still win this group.
Yeah, they can.
If USA get beat by 2 and we win by 3,
yeah,
100%.
I don't.
It's not looking likely, but
I don't think so. I don't think so. We can.
What
finish
they say?
Well, I just had to put it out there so I look like I'm really smart in about a week's time.
Yeah. So. Let's hope so, Paul.
Oh, mate, that'd be a dream, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That'd be fantastic. Germany, Ivory Coast, Ecuador, Curacao.
Dan's just bolted, mate. He's just had enough. Maybe he's got some pressure on this group. Germany easily win this group. Yeah, he's bolted, mate. He's gone. He's like, I'm out of here. We can continue in Group B. The show must roll on. Germany win the group. Caracalla, nothing.
They got a draw.
They did.
Yeah.
Germany, Ecuador. Germany should beat Ecuador. Ivory Coast should beat Caracalla. So Ivory Coast go through with Germany. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, no, Ecuador and
team out of that
Curacao had a draw.
Finish in the. Yeah, I don't know. They did, and they scored a goal.
So, yeah, that's a pretty good group. I reckon you might get 3 out of that. 3 out of that group. Netherlands, Japan. How good are Japan? Netherlands, Japan, Sweden, and Tunisia. Great call, Troy, on Japan.
Yeah, they are. They're a tough team. They'll run all day. Really interesting group, this one, with Tunisia sacking their coach after the first game. Nothing like an overreaction. Good time to make a decision. We're going to sack you. One game into the World Cup. It didn't work for them because they got smoked again in the next game. And Sweden, Jekyll and Hyde. Netherlands, Japan, 2 standouts there. I think they play each other in the next game, don't they? So that's going to be a beauty.
That'll be a draw.
Oh no, they played 2-2. They had a draw. Sorry, I'm wrong.
They drew. But what's going to happen with Sweden? Which side's going to turn up?
It's.
But they could potentially top the group.
I don't think they'll beat Japan, mate. I don't think they'll beat Japan.
I think Japan will hold on to a draw and then just be done with it.
But Sweden might sneak in 3rd place and get to the next round.
I think your 3's there. Get 3 out of that.
Yeah.
Egypt, Iran, Belgium, New Zealand. What the hell is going on in this group?
This is a shocker. Belgium again, just showing, they on paper they look good.
Yeah.
But they just, every time we get to this, to this tournament, they just show nothing.
I think they were one of my favourites to win.
It is. Look, they'll beat New Zealand. They should get through to the next round, but I don't think they're going to go too far into the tournament.
No. I agree. It'd be nice to see New Zealand get something out of the game. That'd be good for them. But I can't see them going through.
Yeah, and Egypt should go through as well.
So Egypt looks safe, but the other 3, who knows? So you'd think probably your 3 will come out of that group.
Potentially.
Group H: Spain, Uruguay, the Green Cape, and Saudi Arabia.
Well, really interesting start for Spain. With that draw, no one saw that coming. But they'll kick in. Spain will kick in.
And I believe that we were pronouncing it incorrectly. Is it Capo Verde?
Capi Verde? Is it?
I thought they were calling it Capo Verde.
Oh, Paul?
All I know
on this
is
one?
Verde is green in Spanish. So,
Is it? Okay.
What I do know is that they've had 2 draws and are undefeated, which is outstanding.
It is huge.
Yeah, but they could do in New Zealand and have 3 draws and not get through. So,
yeah, correct. Yeah,
they could.
I don't know. They're a chance. So there's this group will submit 3 through as well.
Yeah.
We spoke about Group I. Go the Norwegians.
Well, and again, what did I say when we spoke? Haaland would lift this team.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of teams that you could just change their name to their star player, because without them, I think they'd struggle. But mate, you put class around players and they lift. So I think it's fantastic for Norway, and they'll get through to the next round. And France will, and so they should.
I did see the Norwegian football team where they in front of their supporters doing one of their rowing celebrations.
Yeah, it was pretty good to watch, but we might touch a bit more on that later. I think we've got a question about that. So, Group J: Argentina, Austria, Algeria, Jordan. Mate, this is a group of neglect. I mean, who the hell knows what's going on in this?
Well, I know that the Messi's about to. He's already broken all the goal scoring records, but I can't see him not scoring goals. Be interesting to kind of see where he finishes.
Look at Argentina, 5 goals, and Messi scored every single one of them.
Yeah, and having 2 seasons now in the MLS, it's 2 or 3, I can't remember now, but mate, he just keeps producing.
You've got to think that Austria and Algeria will go through, but you also got to think that whoever gets to play them is laughing their heads off, because there's not much.
Not much going on there. Not much going on underneath Argentina in that.
All right, Group K: Colombia got a win today. They haven't been convincing, but they're still winning. How about Ronaldo? 40 years old. We're just talking about Messi. And Portugal just love him. And Congo's been outstanding, but I don't think they're going to get through. I think they're going to miss out.
They've done really well, but you're right. They won't go through.
No, Portugal, Colombia in the next game. That'll be a good watch, actually. It'll be a good watch. Let's not.
The next flight, this is what I think is going to happen. I think Panama is going to beat England. Ghana and Croatia are going to get through. And England, I hate to say, on 4 points, they're going to get through.
They're going to get through, but what was that this morning? I've seen bits and pieces and listened to a little bit on the radio. At one point in the first half, England had passed the ball 250 times, and Ghana had passed it 30.
Yeah.
Okay. They just parked the bus. They more than parked the bus.
What for? Just to get play.
Yeah, get a draw, mate. Like they're on 4 points. Why not? That's potentially their hardest game in the group, and they got a point out of it.
Point of view in that one there.
Yeah,
I think Ghana could have left the field and England still wouldn't have scored. But they did. England just looked, they didn't look like scoring a goal. It was too slow. The wide players just did not affect the game at all. And I still don't know why we keep playing Anthony Gordon.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. Crazy. And look, I don't like the red half of Manchester, but why wasn't Rashford playing? He's probably the best winger that we've got in the squad. So.
Was it where'd they play and was it hot? Because this goes back to what Paul's saying about the heat maybe getting to some teams.
Was it 25 degrees?
Oh,
That's
hot.
hot.
That's
Oof,
they
Yeah.
should handle that.
Oh, was it? Oh,
They
okay.
should handle that.
Anything to get them down. Hopefully they don't top the group, and then they'll be under enormous pressure when they have to play one of the big guns. So.
And then they'll lose in a penalty shootout like they always do.
And there'll be further discussions around having a German coach in managed England team.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, we look like we've said that Group C, E, I, and K is where we, as a collective, think there's not going to be a third place team going through. So,
Are you taking notes, Paul, or is this memory, mate?
Mate, everything's on memory with me. You know that.
Wow, I'm very impressed tonight.
I think you just made them up.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I can't wait to listen to it back and see what we actually said.
All right. I've just rolled a 6.
6.
Yeah, 6, sponsored by Track Intel. Which fan group has stolen the show? We're talking the noise, the colour, and the chaos. Which fan group's stolen the show so far?
It has to be Scotland, right? Yeah, it has to be Scotland for me. And did we talk about the World Cup anthem? Have you managed to have a listen to that yet?
Yeah, it did. Which one? They got a few.
The I don't know what it's called, but the fella with the red hair who's the DJ.
Yeah, and what does he say? What does he sing? How does he sing it? Tell us.
I can't sing it, mate.
Give us a few tunes.
Wait, I don't think it was me. I can't sing it.
We should get him to mix our
2 weeks in a row, and he doesn't come up with a tune.
Yeah. I think one of the lines is McTominay is going to score a bicycle kick or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, this is the Scottish song.
Yeah, the Scottish song.
I need to listen to it.
They got a few. They got a few great fans.
It's not the official World Cup. It's the official Scottish World Cup song, or the unofficial.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. We haven't listened to it.
Yeah. It should be the backing music to the podcast.
No chance.
No way.
No chance, mate.
Roll the
We're
dice, didn't
number 5 with a bullet and Dubbo.
Yeah. We got to 5.
Allegedly.
Ari hasn't come knocking on the door yet.
All right, you got Scotland. You've got the Dutch going left to the right. They're smashing the streets with their left to the right song.
The Dutch.
You got the Aussies getting told to just tame it down a bit. You can't be telling Trump that he's a sex offender.
But they did sing. They did sing about the Turkish who got good kebabs.
Yeah,
they said you're shit, but your kebabs are good.
Yeah,
that's a cracker. That's a cracker.
It got the Norwegians.
Yeah,
the Norwegians. How good are they in the stadium?
Yeah,
they're rowing. That was excellent. I think the Norwegian team jumped the gun, though. I as a team, wouldn't want... I don't know. You can go both ways. When you're joining in rowing after 2 wins, how about joining rowing when you've won the bloody tournament? That's what I think.
Yeah. Going off a bit early, you think?
Yeah.
But maybe after 2 games it's okay, and then they can settle. But having said that, those fans are so solid in that stadium. I reckon they score a couple of goals for them. I reckon they are. In stadium, I reckon they're probably the strongest fan group so far. So.
I think they've probably exceeded all their expectations, so now anything's just a bonus.
Yep, agree.
Go and enjoy it.
Yep,
good point.
And you've always got to give the Swedes a mention, mate. There's nothing wrong with the Swedish fans.
On that note, the Brazilians and the Colombians are pretty good as well.
Yeah,
I saw something the other day.
Colourful.
Yeah, I saw something the other day. It may have been. It wasn't a podcast, but it was on something, and they were just talking about every World Cup. There's just more and more beautiful women just getting themselves out there, just looking for that sponsorship deal, or just to elevate their Insta stories or whatever it is. And every year every World Cup there's more and more of them. So mate, fair play. Happy to see it.
Well, they should reach out and come on Roll the Dice. That'll give them millions of followers.
And equally, there's some very handsome men in the stadiums as well. So I think we should point that out as well, Daniel. So we're not, we're not being accused of any sort of.
I haven't noticed them, to be honest. So I'm sorry.
I did because I'm an equal opportunity fan base. So,
but and you've always got to give a shout out to the Japanese supporters who always clean up after the game. They clean their mess up, and amazing.
And with the Koreans, there's no food waste.
Where's this going, mate?
There isn't. No, the Korean fans. The data's out. The Korean fans is with regards to food waste, it's 96% recycled.
So, wow, this is okay.
All right.
I had no idea where we were going with that, and I thought
someone out there will know what I'm talking about. So
we're about to get banned in North Korea.
Yeah, no, South Korea. Did I say North?
No.
We're already banned in North Korea. In fact, the Roll the Dice podcast in North Korea has got more fans than ours.
And
it's run by King Ing-jul Jing Jong, whatever his name is,
and his brother.
This is loose.
Have you heard about the Australians refusing to tip over there and telling the restaurants to pay their staff correctly?
Yeah,
just refusing to tip anywhere.
But this is a problem. This is a problem.
They've even made a song about it, though. They're chanting it in the stadiums.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
But what's wrong with us? You know the rule when you go there. It's been that way forever, and we're going to go to another country and tell them what they've got to do.
I think it's due to the fact that all the stadium pricing and the World Cup ticketing has been so expensive. They went, we're not spending any more money.
Yeah. But you know what? We would do the same thing in Australia, mate. If we had this tournament, everything would go through the roof.
Yeah.
$50 for a martini.
I'm not going to tip. Oh, Jesus.
Well, no, they're singing about it, though. That's
that's good. Yeah.
All right, we got a 2. Number 2. Number 2, sponsored by Feel Good Collective. Who should go through from here and who's in danger of a shock early exit? Well, we probably kind of went through that, but is there anyone in danger of a shock early exit? Can we quickly... Belgium could be one of them.
Yeah, Belgium.
Yeah.
Well, Turkey already out.
Yeah.
Well, would they a shock? Probably, maybe, yeah.
They'd be a shock if they didn't make the next round.
Sweden?
Yeah.
No, not really.
Wouldn't be a shock?
No, they'll go through.
And England, unfortunately, England won't get knocked out. So, oh well.
Yeah, I think you're spot on there. That's probably a quick one. Belgium, probably
Belgium.
the only side really.
It's hard to get a shock exit with this sort of format, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'm a little bit disappointed with the Arab nations from Asia, who usually are really tough. But Iraq, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, they're all struggling.
Yeah, it may be Senegal too. They're ranked 15th in the world, and aren't going to go through.
Can I throw something potentially controversial in this? Do we really know what's been going on in camp? Like, do we know whether they've been whether their time in the Cup's been that nice in the States, some of these countries?
I'd say no. Look at some of the players that are not allowed to even, go into the country. Or there was the bloke that couldn't get into Canada. And then the way the Americans are, forcing the Iran team to leave straight after the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's a bit political, mate.
We may not know how happy or unhappy it might be a case of let's get this over and done with and get the hell out of here because this is bullshit.
Yeah.
So, and I don't think we're going to see. Honestly don't think we're going to see. There's no way we're going to see that on mainstream or even alternative media, unless it comes on Al Jazeera at some point. But I haven't seen it yet, so it's one of my favourite news streams.
Well, I think we said at the end of the part one that this World Cup's probably not going to be remembered for the footballing side. So we're still waiting for something to kick off.
Yeah, we're just not seeing it. That's all. That's what my thoughts are, anyway. All right, number. Oh God, it keeps going. Number 4. Here it is. This is the one we want to talk about: Australia versus Paraguay. What are the real chances, and what does the Socceroos' path to the knockouts actually look like? What do we think?
Well, I don't know if you've got a question about the previous game, but I'll touch on it.
Talk about it. Go for it.
If Australia play the side that we hope that they play, they've got every chance of beating Paraguay. And we talked about Popper picking the best side and getting it right in game 1 against Turkey. But I think he would agree that he probably got it wrong in game 2. Until he made some changes in the second half. We came out and did what we thought we could do. I just don't think he. My personal opinion is Matt Leckie, who's been a great servant for Australia, shouldn't have been in a squad, let alone start a game. And is it Valupale? I don't think he's a great A-League player, so I'm not sure what his thought pattern was for starting him. And they're probably the only 2 positions that I thought were contentious. But if he plays, look, I think we've got some great attacking weapons in the Australian squad. Had this conversation just today, saying that I think Australia have better attacking options than what England do. And the likes of Iracunda and Volpato remind me a little bit, and just a little bit, of the France team. We're very direct. If we get the ball to them quickly, we can cause some trouble. I think that's what England lacks. So England, as you mentioned, 250 passes to 30 against Ghana.
Yeah.
But they probably didn't even, get in between any of their lines and penetrate. So going back to it, I think Australia have a fantastic opportunity. Obviously, a draw gets us through, but I think we'll win.
Yeah, I think they put so much into that Turkey game. So I can understand why he made some changes against America, and you probably think we're probably not going to win it. We're going to talk that game up. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. But you're playing a host nation. They're not a bad team, America.
They do all right.
And we did. We put a lot of effort into that Turkey game. Those boys are so fit and run their ass off. I'd like to see him go back to a similar sort of lineup that played against Turkey. I don't think we need to be so defensive against Paraguay. I think we could go out and actually play some football. But if Paraguay lose the ball and we start running at them, that was potent. What we did against Turkey, I haven't seen an Australian football team do that. I don't think ever. The way they worked together, they defended, and when we won the ball and took an opportunity, we took our opportunities, because I think, in the past we wouldn't have even got anywhere near that. So,
and I think the US side exploited Paraguay and their lack of pace. So we can learn a lot from that game.
But if you have a look at, there was some contentious calls in that game, right? So, America scored an own goal, and the second goal was a little bit iffy as well. Plus, I think we should have got a penalty. So, I know we lost the game, but I'm not disappointed on everything about the game.
Yeah, I agree. It was there was a few calls that could have gone either way. However, I don't think we deserve to win the game off the back of the first half. So I'm the first person to say that should have been a pen, but I'm probably more disappointed in how we played the first half rather than any of the 50-50 calls.
Yeah, and it's surprising from a Popovich team as well. Like I said in the first episode, he gets them so on, and you could see that against Turkey. Tactically, you couldn't get it any better, right?
I actually think he picked a team to win. I actually think he picked a team to beat the US. I actually thought that you take an own goal out of it and you take a very contentious call out of it. The bloke was contesting for that final.
I thought the free kick that led to that goal was 50-50 call as well.
Yeah, and I think I don't think. Look, you don't plan for those things to happen in a game, and I really believe that he was just going to say, "Come at us, we'll hold you out to 0-0, and then we're throwing the boys in to go to get you in the second half." Now they came in the second half, and you're chasing goals instead of trying to convert a 0-0 halftime score. So I actually thought he picked the team to win, and it just didn't happen. And how do you an own goal after 11 minutes? It's really difficult to defend when you had confidence in your team being 0-0. So I don't think it was as bad as everyone was making it out to be, because we just were there 2-0 down for a long, long time.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I had a good debate in regards to the first goal, where I think that Cameron Burgess should have done better. And I'm unsure why, a player of his caliber at a World Cup plays at that with his left foot. I would have thought but that's my opinion.
Well, do you think he did play with his left foot, or do you think his left foot got stuck and the ball hit it? Well, I actually thought he was trying to play it with his right foot, but he had his stride way too forward, and all of us, he was falling over. Like it was just, look, you've got to be better than that, but I just don't think he meant to hit it with his left. I honestly thought he was intending on clearing it with his right, and he may have got himself in the two minds, and that's why he stuffed up, which is generally when you do stuff up.
I'll go back a little bit more, like, when you look at goals and you look at moments in games and you go, how did they even get to that position? We got flogged down that left wing by the American kid, who just had way too much pace for our defender, and that's where we lost that goal. Right?
It was an easy cross in.
Yeah, 100%.
Because it also goes back to our right side defender, who's in front of him, Matt Leckie, who didn't have a lot of minutes in his legs. He had a season in the A-League where he only just regained his fitness to get back into the squad. Again, that's probably a call that affected the game as well. I've got something that might be a little controversial here for you, though, and I've got a bit of a prediction. Now, I'd love to see how this turns out, but I've just got a gut feeling that Popper's going to play Matt Ryan over Pat Beach in Game 3.
Oh, that's all right.
Wow.
Yeah. So let him do it.
Well, what's that?
You let him do it. I don't have a problem with that.
No, I haven't got a problem with it. I just think that going into his last game, he's going to throw some experience in there.
There's a couple of other blokes on the bench that probably should be having a look in as well, but I don't know if they will because of the results. So, but you've got, I said it'd be a win Turkey, draw US, and maybe a draw Paraguay, but I actually think we can beat Paraguay. And I as we said earlier, I think Turkey can get the US, and I think the complacency's there, an opportunity for complacency. And as you said, Daniel, I'm a big fan of Turkey. Pushka. I'm a good fan of Turkey beating the US by 2, and we get up by 3. It's beautiful. Let's say, that.
Put it on, mate.
I would love to see it. I would love to see it. Then maybe they'll give us a day off as a public holiday. What do you think?
Oh, you bums can have a day off. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I think Chris Minns came out today and said, "No, it's not happening." So,
Well, on that basis, we all should take the day off. Let's anti-Mins.
yeah.
What have we got left? 3? No, 3 or 5. It's not got 3. It is
3.
3. It is. How many of the final group matches are dead rubbers?
Whoa.
And which ones still have everything on the line? So let's scramble through our matches.
Yeah. There we go.
All right, I go. All right, let's quickly go for it. We have dead or alive. Switzerland, Canada.
It's alive.
It's still going for first position, so it's alive.
Bosnia, Qatar. That's got something in it.
That's got something in it because a win for either team and a few goals could get them into third spot.
Yep.
Scotland, Brazil. Brazil get ahead, becomes dead.
Done.
Dead rubber.
Yeah.
Morocco, Haiti, same thing.
Yeah.
Czechs, Mexico. Czechs have still got something to play for.
They do. Yeah, they do.
I think it's dead for the Czechs.
I think so.
South Africa's Korea. Korea will just go for the motions, won't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
Curacao and Ivory Coast.
Well, I think there's a bit on the line in that one.
There is, but have they had their tournament?
Well,
yes.
They got their draw.
Ivory Coast get past them quite easy.
Ecuador, Germany. That's a bit of a dead.
That's a dead.
Yeah.
Japan, Sweden.
That's a good one. I don't think Sweden will beat them, but that'd be a good watch.
Tunisia, see you later.
Well, the Netherlands haven't lost a World Cup game in 90 minutes in how many years? Did you see that statistic?
Yeah, I did see a stat come up on that, which was really interesting.
It's been a long time. That's a dead rubber for Tunisia. They're gone. They should sack their coach and bring a third coach in for their third game.
You can be coach. You can be coach.
Oh, give me a go.
Yeah,
give me a go. I'll have a crack.
Get Andrew Johns out there.
Yeah.
The Netherlands. What are you saying that they've been knocked out by penalty shoot?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, 100%. Yep.
Yep. It's a great stat.
It is. I wish I just knew how many years it was, but that's because I don't do research for this show.
Yeah, that's right. And when you did your research on the Netherlands, you searched to the left and then you searched to the right. We've done Turkey, USA, and Paraguay, Australia. Norway, France.
Good game.
It's dead.
Good game. It's not dead. It's top of the table. It's first position.
What do you reckon?
Well, it's Haaland versus Mbappe, eh?
Yeah.
So
you took it out of my mouth.
I want to see the Norwegian fans rowing in the stadium, mate. Let's beat Norway. Let's beat France.
Yeah, well, I want to see them rowing all the way to a win because it's worth a fortune to me. But so yeah, okay. Well, that's 5 o'clock on Saturday morning, so that's probably the game of the week, eh?
I think there's plenty to play for in that game.
Yeah, beauty. All right, done. Senegal and Iraq.
Yeah, not much going on there.
Yeah, dead. The Green Cape and Saudi Arabia.
Look, I think there's a bit in it for Capo Verde.
Yeah, there's something in there for Saudi too.
Yeah,
a chance. All right, Uruguay versus Spain.
I think this is a big game for Spain. Like I said, I think they've been a little bit ordinary. I think they need to put a performance on.
Wasn't it Spain 2 World Cups ago that got beat first game of the tournament to then go on and win it?
It can happen. You don't win it in the first round, do you?
No.
But you can lose it.
You can. You can.
There you go.
You can.
Egypt and Iran.
Egypt. Yeah, that's
Yeah, well, that's a battle for the top.
Yeah, that's a big game. Yeah. I run a second.
Whoever wins that.
Of course.
Whoever wins that takes it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good game.
I mean, can you? I can't believe that's happening. Like, just New Zealand. Like, all 4 of those teams could deserve to go through, and one of them's unfortunately going to miss out.
Yeah.
So that's going to be New Zealand.
That's where that rule's wrong when they go the best 3. How about the best teams? So anyway, Panama, England, that's dead. Panama's got that covered.
Plenty to play for in that one for England. They need to put
Yeah.
a
Actually, they need to
performance on. They do need to win.
Yeah.
They do need to win.
They don't just need to win. They need a statement result to, and they haven't.
What for? To prove to who? Themselves or the world or their fans or what? Why is there pressure on them to make a statement?
To prove to themselves that they're a good side. On paper, every World Cup, they're a wonderful side, but they just don't do the business.
Yeah, I don't know if they look. If they're fair income, they don't have to make a statement. They just got to do the job and get on with it. Like that's this. I hear what you're saying, but this thing about you got to make a statement, or you're playing for your fans, or you're playing bullshit. You're playing for yourself. You're playing for the blokes around you, aren't you?
It doesn't need to be a statement, as in the results and the amount of goals. It just needs to be a statement of the football that they play for the 90 minutes.
Yeah. What is the English style? No one knows, do they?
Well, I think they copy a bit from everyone, don't they?
Isn't that the problem? Anyway, Ghana, Croatia, another cracking game. That's
a good game.
Great group. Yeah.
Good game.
Here we go. Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
Yeah. But I'd love to see him, put a few in the back of the net and challenge Messi for a golden boot. That would be unreal.
Did he put a couple in today?
He did, yeah.
He did,
but he's still 3 behind, isn't he?
Yeah, and he probably cost his team a win in the first game when he kept trying to take the ball off Bruno.
Did he?
Yeah. And that's Thierry Henry comes out and says, "Mate, the team's got to score goals, not Cristiano." Right?
Yeah.
So I think he let that go a little bit today. Yeah.
I have that same thought when I watch United play, because I just don't think that Bruno is a United captain. I think he scores a lot of goals. He's been great for the club in a really poor era. I just don't see him being the player that everyone says that he is. Yeah. But that's just my opinion.
But he did break the Premier League assist record this season, all time.
Yeah,
all time.
And Daniel is a City fan.
Yeah, I know.
Who are you to judge?
Well, change his name from red to blue, Paul.
Yeah,
I would have Rashford in that United side over Bruno.
So would I.
Rashford at his best, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Rashford as a 19-year-old was just sensational. So, all right, Congo versus Uzbekistan.
Definitely a game I will not be tuning into.
Dead rubber. Okay, mate, Algeria. This is boring.
Algeria, Austria. Yeah, no, don't know about that.
Yeah. And Jordan, Argentina. Dead rubber. See you later.
Another 3 or 4 goals from Messi.
Yeah.
Should be.
He can wrap up the golden boot there.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's, tell you what, there's your dead rubbers, Paul.
Yeah, good stuff. I tell you what, the dice has spoken tonight. You got to believe in the dice, guys.
Yeah.
You have to follow the dice because number 5 has come up, right? Which is the last one. And it's just like it's been made for this show, right? Who's been the player of the tournament so far? The one who's changed games and not just collected highlights. Like, what a great way to finish.
There's a lot of good players that you could probably identify as and I don't like to follow the mainstream, but how could you not have someone like Messi at his age scoring 5 goals and carrying Argentina to top of the group? It's but how could you not talk about him? I think he's been outstanding.
I'll go, and this hurts me to say it, but Haaland at Norway. I think it's showing. It hurts me to say it because we could. Ole said to United, "You got to sign this kid," and we said no. And we would have got him for 20 million. Can you believe it? Just he's stepping up. I don't think he had a great season at City this year, but he's on the world stage now, and you always worry about players like that to see if they can do it, and he's doing it, and I think
think how good England would be going now. If he had that shirt on.
Yeah, it's not going to happen, mate.
No, I go back to when United said, "Oh, we could have got him for 20 million." There's no way he was going to play for United after Roy Keane ended his dad's career.
okay.
As much as you would love him,
the fact that they didn't listen to Ole
crazy
back then was just fucking bonkers.
Well, he coached him in Norway at Molde or whatever. Paul, you're Norwegian. You say it, Molde, Molde.
No, I'm Danish, mate.
Danish. It's close enough, isn't it? It's in Scandinavia.
Yeah, no, they're across the Nord.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. I have to say Haaland because I'm following money. So.
Yeah.
Well, it's certainly not anyone from the England squad. So,
no, it'll come to fruition. It's obviously the teams that are smashing their groups. There's players that are standing out there. Obviously, the French and such. So Argentina are smashing their group, and obviously Norway up until this weekend. We'll see what they're made of. But
but I don't watch the news at all. Don't read the news, so I'm not really up to speed with what everyone's talking about in terms of this and that. But from what I've seen, just watching the games and things like that, for me, it's Germany and Netherlands are the ones that are going under the radar. And correct me if I'm wrong.
Look, I don't think...
I'll correct you if you're right.
Yeah.
I don't think Germany ever go under the radar. What I do like about Germany is that they don't have one goal scorer. They spread them around. They're all dangerous. And I think that's what makes them a good side, is that they're just not relying on one person.
No, I think that's a great look. The Netherlands are never under the radar because everyone's looking to them from the left and looking to them from the right, and no one can.
But do you think they get spoken about more often because of that? Right? Are people talking about them as much as they have in the past?
The Netherlands,
Netherlands?
I think the Netherlands have been spoken about, but I agree with you about Germany.
And
if you think of past German results in the World Cup, it's generally they've come out of nowhere. There was one the last one that Germany won. I can't remember what year it was, but they virtually came from nowhere to dominate that tournament. They did not have the strongest German team, and yet they just tore it apart. So I think you're right. When Germany are under the radar, it is a very, very scary tournament because they just, you might be right, mate. They might just come in and just wipe it. And, there's something about Germany winning a World Cup. It's to me, it's refreshing. And I'll just drawing on my German roots. It's extremely refreshing. And if German do win the World Cup, I am now 55% German. So there you go.
And imagine if we could talk about the Italians, but we can't because they're not there.
Oh, what a shame.
Again.
What a shame. All right. Well, we're done. We've done really well. We've got through much ado about nothing, but that's the second round. I think we should get together in a week or two's time with regards to the round of 16, and then I don't know if we can milk another one after that, but I think the next Roll the Dice podcast will be us three just before the round of 16. So that means we've got a whole round of games, and then the first knockout stage for 32, and then we'll sit down and assess what we've just said, and maybe things have changed then. But Daniel,
I just think if they expanded the World Cup to 128 teams, we could probably get about 12 episodes in.
How excited would the knockout stage be from from 128 down to 2. It's fantastic.
Yep.
Outstanding. So,
No.
Daniel, thanks again for popping up. Don't get too
Nice work,
used to
mate.
it because we might actually ask you to join us. You may not.
Mate, it's been outstanding again, lads. Mate,
Yeah.
I appreciate it. And I can talk football all day. So
We love it, mate. Thanks for coming on again, Dan.
And Troy, thanks again to you. We've all had pretty big weeks from a work perspective, and we can't see this actually replacing our millions that we already have, but we enjoy doing it. And thanks everyone. And hey, let's make this one go number 1 in Udnadata.
See you, boys.
See ya.
Hang on there.
Whispers in the dark, the night ignites. A shadow game under neon lights. Step into the room, heart beats like a drum. Fate's on the edge, nowhere to run. Eyes meet the stairs, tensions in the air. Every move's a gamble, do you dare? Feel the rush, the thrill inside. No turning back, no place to hide. Hands on the table, time to choose. In this game, you win or lose. Roll the dice, take two, make your move. Chasing chances, nothing to prove. Spin the wheel, break the ice. Life's a gamble, roll the dice.
Echoes of the past, lessons learned in pain. But here we stand, ready to play again. Second chances in the midnight glow. Will you stay or will you go?
Feel the rush, thrill inside. No turning back, no place to hide. Hands on the table, time to choose. In this game, you win or lose. Roll the dice, take two, make your move. Chasing chances, nothing to prove. Spin the wheel, break the ice. Life's a gamble, roll the dice. Between the shadows and the light, we find our strength to fight the night. Every risk a story told. In the heat, we're brave and bold. Roll the dice, take two, make your move. Chasing chances, nothing to prove. Spin the wheel, break the ice. Life's a gamble, roll the dice. The game goes on, the stakes are